Bay Farms, get to the or the arena or wherever it is. Get to the Nexus. Bay Farms is at the Nexus. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. Brand Y Distillery. Contact Jimbo. He was at the Nexus. Utica Mac Incorporated. CRM. Property Management. Rental. Robert Dix Jr. Incorporated. Rome Sign and Display Company Incorporated. Liberty Affordable Housing Incorporated. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative, friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System, contact B-Dry. Family Landscaping, contact Russ. He'll make your yard green, and everybody will be envy. Get down to Bank Square Brewing Company. Utica's Finest Barbershop. Contact Jordan Baldwin, Kevin Beach. Get yourself a great cut like Crosscheck did. Dura Integre. Utica Club Lounge, where we're rocking out pre-game and post-game. Fay Farms, the Frisbee toss was a success. Fay Farm Frisbee toss. Hey.
Can hear me, but nobody else can.
Now
they can. The Fay Farms Frisbee toss was an absolute success. I got a little nervous. I was doing a sideline interview with Kiefer. I wasn't sure if I was going to get hit with something there, but it ended up working out for us. But yeah, I don't think you could have asked for a better season opener. I was super excited. And you impressed Steven Stamp, a man who has watched Box Lacrosse for decades up in Canada, and said what you do there is special. So, I mean, let's start with that.
Hey, Craig Beecher, Yeti Nation, what's up, Yeti Nation? I got to get it in there. It was an awesome time, Greg. Thank you for being a part of that, doing all of our streaming. I'm excited. My son's getting into it a little bit, and Seamus Dutcher, they did a great job up in the booth, especially with a lot of distractions going on. But it was a great success, and it ended with a great victory. It was fun. Aaron, oh my goodness, I'm having a mind blank right now, but
Coleman?
The band, the band was rocking.
So that band,
Sidzik.
And that was awesome. So I didn't realize his son was also the kid that played the national anthem. So I did a little shout out with I posted it on Facebook. I think I tagged you, but I definitely tagged them. A little video of him playing Careless Whisper with his dad up playing the guitar. That was really cool.
Yeah, isn't that what it's all about? That right there is what it's all about. But then the young man absolutely crushed it doing the national anthem, man. Props
just stood up
to him.
there like a absolute stone and was just like, I got this. I learned it in a week. I'm gonna nail it.
Crushed it. So props to the student athlete that is also has the arts and is able to practice that talent, because that's awesome stuff right there. That was great. It got me going. I was fired up.
Yeah, and we got Potato Head in the comments. No more Hey Jude song.
No more Hey Jude. Oh my goodness. I said the same thing to my son. I'm sitting there. I don't know if you guys got me on camera, but I'm sitting there doing, I thought it was Michael Jackson for a couple of minutes, trying to get his attention to, after 3 minutes of Hey Jude. You want to, bro, you got to change Hey Jude.
But everybody might have lost you for a second there, but we've got you back on with the audio now. So if everybody clipped out for a second, I had to do the old spit on the audio jack, plug it back in to my headphones, because you're actually monitoring through my headphones. But yeah, no, that was a little much. But other than that, I would really like to say I am so impressed with the way Nate and Seamus have kind of grabbed the reins and taken hold. And I mean, part of that is you get some learning curves. They definitely had some. Seamus, ate a lot of humble pie after their first game. And everybody gets their turn in the barrel. It just basically comes down to that. Sounding like kind of how your second game. It's Murph from the Nexus. That's awesome. Murph is Potato Head. That's amazing. What's up, Murph?
Awesome.
You do an
How you
amazing
doing,
job
Murph?
there. If
Yes, he
anybody
does.
doesn't know Murph, yeah, he does an awesome job, runs everything. If you got any questions about where something is or how to get something accomplished at the Nexus, Murph might not be able to get you the answer, but he will definitely send you to the person who can. So definitely a great guy. And yeah, no, that it was a blast. So I mean, I think each Yeti game gets better and better. The presentation, the frisbee toss, the interviews,
Yes.
it was just, I don't think you could ask for a
Sponsors. How
better
about
time.
the sponsors and the as
How about
far
the
as having
suites?
the
How cool
booths?
was that though? Having the suites, like we had the Crafty Beach booth up there, and she was checking out the sitting right by the who's got that first one? That's the Fay suite,
Well,
right?
that was Jesse DeMays had a party there.
Jesse. Okay,
He had a family gathering, and we were able to. That was one of our sponsorship packages this year was the suites. So he was able to do it for a one game thing. So if anybody else is interested and you want to do that, let me know because we do have a suite that you can. We do a 10 tickets, or if there's more, we'll work out
so
a
it's like your
deal.
own little
But
private party, and then you can work out. OJ the dude,
exactly.
what's up out there? But yeah,
OJ,
you
what's up, buddy?
work out your own
Exactly.
package with if you want food, if you want drinks, if you that the Utica Lounge there, the Utica Club Lounge, those guys are amazing. They
Yeah,
so friendly.
uh,
They always hook us up with food. They gave us, a great drink. They're awesome to the kids who come and go there. They always buy a t-shirt as soon as we show up. Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to the booths too.
Mamet and his wife, thank you, and family. I love the fact, again, it's a family-run business. A lot of the things that you take a look, Greg, what we're doing. You want to know what? Without family, it's very hard to do things. To do it without them, I can't say enough to my family. I'm sure, and I can't say enough to your family for what you guys do, and the Yeti family, the nation. We was strong and proud. I tell you, from what I'm told, that was our largest crowd.
I would
So
bet.
it was we had over 400 people through the gate. So it's getting there. We got to do better. We got the spirit coming to town. I'm fired up already because it's
That's gonna
Monday and
be
I head
that's
off.
gonna be a
And
game. And all right, so we might as well talk about that game, and then we'll get into the highlights of
I
the
like that
opener.
idea. Let's get the old milk out out of the fridge because
Yeah,
it makes everything stink. We
that's
don't
right. It's
like
already
that.
soured. So you get up
That's
there, no excuses. You went up there, and it didn't go your way. You guys, it was a close game at first, and then you kind of they rolled away from you. You said, and it just seemed like a lot of guys were tired, not being able to do the little things right, not being able to maintain possession, and it just kind of snowballs from that and goes from there.
That's to say exactly what you said. Maybe that's what I said earlier. To say it, yeah, a great team. They're a very incredibly talented team. At the end of the first, it was 6-3, and I think they pulled maybe one goal off of ours because of a crease violation. That might be at that point. I'm not exactly sure. I was right behind the goal watching a lot of things. Very it's a unique arena and no excuses. They took advantage of every possible mistake. Little things, just the little things. It was after just a quick, simple drop of the ball. Within a second, it was in the back of the net. Or 2 seconds. It was
Well,
pop pop.
they're
They were on it.
they have so one thing that's different with that team as opposed to a lot of the NABLL teams have is you get a few box players with a lot of new guys, whereas they have a ton of guys from Akwesasne, so they bring in a lot of experience. They are able to really capitalize on those mistakes. I mean, that is definitely a strong suit of theirs, is they have a very deep roster of experienced players, whereas most of these other teams are a pretty good mix of young guys. That Seneca Serpents team had some very experienced guys as well, but they also had a pretty good mix of young guys. Like I know Trey Stevens, I love being able to watch him. He's Woody's son-in-law, so to get out there and to capture that was cool. I think we've heard enough about 1,000 Islands already. We know it's
Yeah, you know what? It
we're
was
gonna talk. We're
it,
gonna be talking
it was an
spirits all this weekend.
all this weekend. You know what? I'm looking forward to Friday night because it's going to be an awesome
Murph's
the
our good luck
venue.
charm, and we're gonna
The
get in there
venue.
with Murph. And
Let me just let me shoot out to the venue so people know what the venue is. Anyhow, what we got going on is Hayden McMonagle Utica Yeti, is going to be doing the post-game singing, pre-game singing and post-game singing. The pre-game starts up at the Utica Lounge, and that'll be at 6:15. We will be having the booths open again. We have another vendor that's coming in, the SFM Foundation. That is the skate park here in Rome. They're coming in, setting up a booth. They'll have some T-shirts as well for sale. Proceeds go to the skate park that they're building in Rome, New York. So awesome part of that, and I'm very excited to see that. I'm hoping that Jimbo is able to get back up to sit next to the brand Y.
Shout out.
We got to call that.
To them. I mean, this is a Kingsbury Pipe Club thing, so it's not really a great shout out, but I promise you, so it's filled with the coffee, which I was really glad he gave me. So I went up there. It was funny. I went up there and picked out my bottles and spoke with his wife, and she was just, super awesome. They gave me a couple samples. I really like that. It's Rumpel Skinner. I don't want to say it wrong. Is that the one you have?
You're talking about Rumsky?
Rumsky, that's what it is. So the Rumsky, I loved it. That was delicious. I did a shot of that I was very impressed with. And so I wanted that and a thing of the vodka because I was going to buy it for my father-in-law. But we were getting ready to run, and I didn't have any money in my pocket. So I was like, just set them aside for me. But if I don't make it, I was like, that's my wife and kids running the booth next to you. They'll grab it. And as I'm walking away, he goes, wait, you're the Blue Squatch guy, right? Because I wasn't talking to him. And I was like, yeah. He goes, I got a present for you. And he ended up giving me some. So I ended up with more than I needed, and definitely more than I'm going to drink, hopefully in tonight's show anyways. But I'm glad because I wouldn't have tried the coffee one because I'm normally not that big of a fan of coffee flavor. But that is just a very nice mix of... Yeah, it's smooth. Because I don't drink alcohol with anything. I guess I just drink it with ice. I don't want anything in there to cover it up or so, which is why brand Y is so perfect for me because the flavor of the alcohol is so delicious that for somebody like me who only wants to drink it on ice, it's amazing. Yeah. So shout out to them down there. They're doing great things. The Rumsky's delicious. The only one I have not really gotten into yet is the vodka, but that's because I'm sure if he can nail the other ones, I think the vodka is going to be a easy step for him.
Fingers crossed. We're working on Yeti Berry, where it's going to be a blueberry flavored, huckleberry flavored, one of the two.
So good.
Vodka. I'm hoping.
We also have a ton of Yeti stuff coming out. We just found out a bunch of Yeti shorts and stuff that we get to do. So stay tuned. One thing with Nate stepping up is I was able to get a lot of views. So make sure you're tuned into the Yeti YouTube channel and all the Yeti social media because there is going to be a ton of highlights from different perspectives going back and forth. Thank you again, Nate, so much. My favorite part and what got us into this originally, Paul, as I told you, is I love making highlights. These guys do some insane things. It's my favorite part. It let me get down there, and we had both angles. I just cannot. OJ wants a bottle of Yeti Berry. Hopefully it'll be ready for Worlds. But
it will definitely be ready for Worlds. Let's talk enough spirits, enough upcoming. Let's talk now what we've seen on Friday night and some Blue Squat production. Suitsy getting underneath and taking off.
Out wide left.
Right away. I mean, Suits,
that
is one thing is
he's got a wide open
speed of him. I think he took them by surprise. And he was right underneath before he even knew what was happening. But big save, and then they get on the board. And, honestly, I really do like the jerseys. I gotta say, shout out to
rewind that and play it back for you.
I was pretty impressed with
right here.
A lot of things for a brand new team.
We really had him.
And really, I thought Kraz looked bigger in that.
Colburn, hurt guy.
He probably got some new pads.
No, not that Colburn.
No,
he's an Alfred guy.
Fluff him up. He's getting old. That's the reason that belly.
Gonzo, number 14 out there. And so he gets.
So because the belly's.
I'm joking.
I like it though. I like it. I'm gonna run with it. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah,
he did a great job. It was great to talk to Crosby. It was great to talk to Warner. Obviously it was great to be on the winning side of these things. Guys were getting the bounces. We've been practicing in Master Vito Rink all season long. So we've had an opportunity to get used to ours, get used to the bounces. Yeah. Like I said,
that was a nice save there. Kraz had he had a good game. It was.
The first I don't know.
Look here.
6 shots.
Crosby with a big save.
Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, oh, great, he's hot. Yeah. But we cooled him down in the igloo. It takes a little while, but we'll get you.
Yeah.
Nice. Takes snow. So that it takes some big snowfall. You got to drop the plow a little bit.
Oh,
What
Murph's
a
got his
cross
son's
hand.
yeah, Murph's got his
What a-
son's graduation, so he won't be there this weekend, so he can't be the good luck charm.
All
But
right.
congratulations to your son, and that is awesome. And
Yeah.
actually, so I've got another one. Unfortunately, I wasn't down there to get that in first person mode, but yeah, snow. What did you guys put? Is it a breakfast bar you gave him, or is it the brand Y you guys get him fired up ahead of time? This play right here, we're going to talk about this
We
in a
love the
second.
man.
But
Well, you know, the family comes. You know what? Again, it comes back to the family aspect. Greg and Al, Pam, Big Ray,
Ray
Al's
is
son.
definitely, if anybody is a Blue Squatch fan, they know that Ray is always in the comments. Anytime Al's
I
not
was able
playing.
to introduce Big Ray to my dad. My parents, or my dad and my sister went up to the Thousand Islands, and Ray, they live up in the Salamanca area, and my dad now lives in Gowanda. So I was like, listen, you guys are neighbors, and they got talking a little bit. I was like, that's what it's all about. I gave a Yeti Nation shout out in there, and it was well received.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the no, but this young man here, who is this guy?
Who is that guy? That is
It's a brand new
Peter. That is Peter Colburn Jr.
Yeah,
He's a Alfred. What's the 4-year? Alfred State.
Alfred State.
U. Okay, he's at Alfred State. He's going, I believe, on his junior year. He graduated New Hartford a couple of years back.
New Hartford kid?
Yeah, he's a New Hartford kid.
Love it.
He got it. He got into it a little last year, and he's like, "This is pretty cool." And now,
this is the blown play right here. The Serpents guy does a good job. Tips the ball right there, so it's like, oh man, he doesn't grab it, and just like, how tall is he? He just
6'5".
Oh my
6'5".
goodness. This you just see it right there. He's just like, I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much. And
thank you so much. It was a great play.
Yeah, spins, and I was just to be able to capture. You can see how happy he was.
Captured Greg. That was his first goal ever.
Are you serious?
That was his first goal ever.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
That's his first goal ever. As far as
a Yeti, yeah, as a man playing in the men's league, as a Yeti,
a field guy coming in and wanting to play this game that we all have gotten to fall in love with. It's great.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, I love catching it, and you've got a couple of young players that are new to me, guys, and one of my favorites is just catching the expression on their faces after they score, because it's so much emotion. This sport is played with emotion. It's played with passion, and you can see it with these guys the first time they get on the board. You've got a young man who's going to score here at one point, and thankfully I was down there to catch it. And by young man, I mean number 77, Chris Ryan.
Yep.
And I caught how pumped up he was after he scored two, and it was just like, yeah. Unfortunately, I barely caught his goal, but for Crosby's sake, I did catch it just going into the net. So when I get to make that highlight, it's going to switch from him shooting, seeing it in the net, and then just seeing his nasty celebration. He is so jazzed up.
Yeah. That was a great game. I mean, Serpents are a very good, very, very good team.
I think they bring a good mix of they've got a bunch of guys who know how to play and are seasoned guys, and you've got some big boys like Buddy Bucktooth down there, mixed with some guys who they've definitely got some young players.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely blew them up. That's
Oh, yeah.
definitely the right call. That's the right call.
He's like, what are you? I had to point this one out because Buddy, I had met Buddy. I've met him a couple times, like here and there in passing. So
Yep.
I was in Tuscarora. We were at Lockport at the arena, and the kids were playing all day, Onondaga, and then the men played. And Buddy comes up, and he had maybe had a few drinks. And I'm going to commentate with you. No, it wasn't Onondaga, because I was going the next day to do Onondaga's games. And he's like, I'll show up and I'll do all the kids and da-da-da-da-da. I still haven't seen Buddy. This is the first time I'd seen Buddy since then.
He's a good guy. He tried out for the Yeti 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 years ago. So as far as, it's the growth of the game is awesome, and the quality of the game is huge. That's a great save.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, though, and boom, Kraz over. And that one, that's the
one. That's the one.
Yeah.
And then the rebound, if that guy didn't get his stick on it, I believe it probably could have bounced off of Kraz and went in.
Yeah. Oh, no, I got to That one right there off the glove. I got to make Kraz a sweet highlight of that. I know he's no longer a Yeti, but I definitely
Oh,
still.
he's still a good guy.
Oh my goodness, and I got to make that one. I just like I said, these ones I threw together real quick, and then I just went through and cut all the ones off my phone so I can just add them. But the Snowman looking good under pressure. I mean, they gave him the crease on that one. I don't know about that, but here's a airplane behind the net. You never know if he's gonna dunk it, if he's gonna throw it out there. He's got a cannon from distance too. I love that. I love Chuck's salute.
He gave the old big gun salute.
He got up the floor a couple times. He had at least two. I think that's the second one.
You know what? The big guys want to have some fun too. That's Leota coming up. Peter Leota was just on the local.
Hang on. Wait till we get to it.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna see it. We ain't gonna skip it. All right. Wait till we get to it, and then we can talk about it. We gotta give him his due. But that was Pete. That was Leota. Showing the maturity and not forcing that one. He passed it to his guy coming off the bench, Jeremy Leary, and that's what you want your defensive guys to do a lot of times. Then knowing when not to. That's a young man right there, number 16. I have Eric Adelson. He is going to be a stud. You could just tell he is so passionate. And Hussey, again, I mean, you guys, I think the decision to go with young players and just start getting them playing time and doing it, mixed with some guys like this.
Unc still got the game, man. He balled out on everybody balled out Saturday night as well.
He somehow gets better still.
Yeah.
And he's no spring chicken. He's close to my age.
Launching. Him and Sikosi, they're launching each other. I was just going to say,
so right there, you've got a guy that I know is my age. He's actually a year older than me in Sikosi. Passing to Uncle Jesse, who I'm pretty sure is my age. And, just the celly, too. Just, woo! I don't know
Face-offs were huge. Isaac did a great job. As far as couldn't be prouder of a young guy that's again learning the game, and he did a great job on Saturday night as well. We went 50-50 on Saturday night, so it's work in progress, baby. Round one's over. We're 1-2. Yeah. And this was the big one.
That was a big shot right there, though. That was a beauty. Unfortunately, he was a Yeti last year.
Again, a Yeti last year. There's a lot of Yeti out there. We're starting to grow, baby.
Yeah. No, it is funny to see how all these teams are working out like that too, though. I mean, because you've got guys that are moving around. So like we talked to, I was talking to somebody the other day, Tim Semish. They lost one of their guys to
the number one guy. Yeah. I listened to it. It was a great show.
Yeah, that's I think one of the best parts about this league, though, is that's the one thing I think with Can-Am that really restricts it. That stick check was amazing, but
again, what a bounce! It bounced right into a stick and shot and goal.
You can't ask your that. But Can-Am doesn't have the reach that these guys, that the NABLL does, as far as just the amount of teams that are everywhere. And this is what I mean by Uncle Jesse, just the knowledge, and what a pass!
What a great pass!
So that's
Adelson
in the back, I think, right?
Yeah, that's 16, Eric Adelson.
Yeah, no, I was very impressed with the way that young man played.
From Sikosi. Sikosi had the number 2 assist, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Yeah, this one right here from Snow, I can't wait. So I dropped a short one today with just my perspective of it. You can see me standing down there holding the phone, trying to get where there's no pucks. But
no marks, huh?
Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of hockey played on that Nexus floor.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
There's
I think the Nexus Center's doing a great job, but Uncle Chuck driving down, I was just impressed with the way the fans are turning out, because now you're seeing people that aren't related to the team. It's not somebody who has a brother or a sister. You've got Yeti fans that are just coming from, just wanting to see it.
Why wouldn't you want to watch this? Greg, this was a great game to be a part of. The announcing of it, being able to watch it, seeing the family atmosphere, the kids running around having a great time. The action on the floor was great.
Yeah. No, there wasn't a bad moment. And I tell you, it was a game of runs where both teams, it felt like, could have ran away with it at times, and both teams did a great job of not letting the other team run away with it.
Well, and you know what? We learned a lot from it as well, as far as how to hold the ball when you're winning. Take the ball down a little bit. Don't force an easy turnover. We got to get rid of these easy turnovers because they killed us on Saturday. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
and
any possession. Tony literally said it after this game. Possessions equals shots, shots equals goals.
And that's, you know what? It happened. Sully had a great game on Friday night. Had a great game on Saturday too. Just we did get Polly Gates in a little bit, and it was a good learning experience.
Well,
Round one.
You've got a lot of young guys. You got Polly Gates, so to get him a chance and to get that feeling too, because you're going to come in cold, and guess what's going to happen? Some nights you're going to get lit up, because that's the reality of life. We've all been there.
And I want to say Sully probably had, I don't know, I'm looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55 shots on him. It's a lot of shots.
Yeah, especially a doubleheader, and Sully's no spring chicken.
No.
I love you, Sully, but you're definitely not that young. But yeah, Snow just getting. I tell you, this was a very physical game though, and there's a couple players that I that did a few things. I was like, you suck, but I'm not really going to talk about that. I will talk about. I thought a majority of that team was very. It was just an amazing game. Everybody back and forth, so physical.
Yeah,
and they have some talent too. That can, I mean, as far as scoring, but like that one, they just didn't see Suits. And Suits, this was his hat trick goal right here.
Yep. Got a Hattie.
Yeah, and that's number 3. So, I mean, you give Suits some time and room. And this is cool, though, but this is the goal right here you were talking about.
That's a goal of the weekend for the local network, WKTV. Picked them, Spencer Davidson, as the number 3 top 6 of the week. Was Peter Leota's goal right there.
Look at
pretty
that.
awesome with the kids in the background. It was a great night all the way around. It couldn't have been more special. And then there's a picture that Murph took, and it had Crosby and Sully shaking hands at the end, which was, and then he went black and white with it, and it came out pretty awesome. I thought that was my picture of the game. I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no.
Another good player.
I was just gonna say that's another guy that I'm not very familiar with. So Chase Benton,
out of Johnstown, played up at Herkimer, is at Pfeiffer.
Boy, took some abuse there,
shot.
but
what a shot to the back of the head, man.
And that's the one I was talking that Chris Ryan just like loses it because this guy, yeah. And that one, he doesn't. That's so hard to do because he's coming at him fast.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
just you got to pull off on some of those things, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
there was a couple of those shots in there where you want to. The officials got to be ready for that.
Honestly, though, I think that one. I think Buddy's. He don't move that fast. I think.
I think
once he got himself into position, he wasn't moving. Watch him. He turns. He's just like, oh shit, now I'm falling.
Yeah, he was dropping the hammer.
He was trying to drop a big. He was trying to drop a big
hammer. He was dropping the hammer before he started to fall there. He was positioning, like you said. So as far as it wasn't a horrible personal bad.
That wasn't a flagrant, but no, this shot right here, and I got an amazing view of Chris Ryan here that will be released again shortly once from the other side. But man, he's one of those guys when he scores, it's like when the Stotts brothers score. They get so excited. That would have been a cool one. Yeah. Blaine couldn't hold on to it. Way to go, Blaine.
Yeah.
He definitely stepped into a more of a playmaker role, and I mean, really was feeding the biscuit out there.
Yeah, the kid he's got right here. This is one I don't like.
No, yeah, this one I'm I don't know who is that guy.
Gerald Johnson.
This is a scumbag move. He tries to cross-check him in the throat, then he grabs his face mask, and then he rips him. And I mean, I'm guessing he's a grown man. That's what he looked like. You can see I'm standing down next to him afterwards. But no, that's I will never make a highlight for that guy. He's a scumbag as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it wasn't a good play, that's for sure.
No, and
Wasn't
he
good.
has another couple other scumbag plays. He's just a scumbag. I don't when he sees it, that's fine. If he wants to talk to me about it, I think you're a scumbag, bud. But
Yeah.
besides it, we'll move on to happier thoughts and not that scumbag.
Happier, as far as
I mean, this guy right here. So JJ Voigt, he's another one of these guys. I don't know if I've ever met him in real life, but I've talked to him virtually a few times, and he always is talking to us. He's been a huge supporter. He was going to be a Yeti too, but he's 30 minutes away from where they practice, and he's like, and it's like, oh no, it makes sense. But if it's a closeness thing or what you got going on, I mean, I completely understand that because he broke his arm at the beginning of last year.
He wasn't able to. Yeah, he was on
He's
the
a Yeti
IR,
that never actually played
never got
a
to
Yeti.
play. Yeah, he didn't even practice. Signed up, registered. He was IR'd right off the bat, and he was hoping, and it just the way once the schedule starts, it snowballs, and as far as it was over by the time I think he got released like August 6th, and it was like, well, that's a championship weekend. It happens, but it's great to see him back out on the floor. It was a great game. He had a great game.
Oh yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah.
This I tell you, it felt a couple times. It was like, oh boy, you never knew. I was impressed with the amount of guys are starting to learn the players' names. Suits had some fans there that were messing with him the whole game. It was pretty funny when he scored down there. They were still screaming at him that he sucked and he needed to get it together.
Yeah.
But
how about that one with Chuck? Not for nothing. Go back a little bit one more time and just watch the swinging and moving that big man has.
This one, wait till you see. This is the one that started all the mythical Yeti video. I've got a pretty sweet one that's about to be uploaded. I fell asleep while I was trying to do it earlier, but because I was standing down there for that one, so I've got Chuck's thing from the whole perspective. And then we do notice we've got a couple of highlights where we're staring at the highlight board. But I mean, I've been there. I've done it.
We've done way worse.
I've done it. I have done it myself before. And here's another one. But now we have the ability to skip it. I get to sit on this end of it and be like, how'd that happen, kid? And I know how it happens because I've done it before.
Absolutely. But, it does happen.
Yeah.
And you want to know what? We live and learn. And it was a great night all the way around. It was great having the kids there. We got the kids on the floor before the game. They were fired up. The Yeti came through, 40 kids. No, it was about 36, I think. I don't know. It wasn't the full 40. I know that, but I read the full 40 names. There was a lot of names.
I was going to say there was only like 4 kids, probably that didn't come out when you were reading the names. But I just love the fact that kid got to come out and play the saxophone. Yes, he's a lacrosse player, but also, show off some of the other skills. And this one right here, he is so excited. That was
I think that was his first ever goal as well.
It was. And there you can see me down there, so I get a pretty good angle of it too. But
nice.
It's going to be mixed with this one. I sent it to him. I sent him a message. I was like, you're a blast to watch.
Can you go back one more time? I want to see who else is the third on there. I know it was Hussey. Hussey is a rookie.
And then you got MacDonald and
then Mac. Okay.
Yeah. So there's Mac's second-year player, but
second-year player. The youth are the boys are they're wanting it. You want to know what? It's a great feeling. Well, Mac's driving up from Maryland to play with us.
Yeah.
He had his family there. I love listening to his mom. Man, she fires me up. She's the loudest person that Pam's pretty loud, but Mrs. Mac had him going the other night. It was pretty awesome. Thank you for the Yeti Nation for traveling, because that was an incredible. We had a nice section again that came up to watch the game, and and obviously you've seen it here at the Nexus as well.
And there's Uncle Chuck's hat trick.
Chuck doing things.
That's what I mean. Is like you had a lot of guys scoring goals.
They ain't afraid to go to the middle. When we go through the middle and we talk about this constantly, good things happen. When we don't go through the middle, we get funneled and picked up and everything else. And
he almost got that one too.
Almost.
Only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. No, but so the Vancouver coach, that clip that I made where he said that's BS, it's total BS, but that's what it was. He was calling his players out for not going into the middle, not having heart to go into the corner and get the ball, staying outside, not taking the hit. And you can't expect to win lacrosse games unless you go into the middle. Like that kid, he knew he was going to get hit when he went in there.
Yeah.
However hard he gets hit, is different. Doesn't really matter, and just he picks the corner on this one.
He's got a heck of a shot. Get his hands free. That's the biggest thing. Get your hands free. And you want to know, it's not 1,000 miles an hour. Take a look how hard he's shooting. He doesn't have a huge rotation on that wind up. Anything. It's just whoop.
And this one, I am sorry it's against the Yeti, but this is BSP goal of the year material right here. So what was really cool too, so this is Lucas Beaver's older brother. I cover his younger brother a lot too. So I know we got to see it.
Yeah. Isn't that Andrew Young?
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
I didn't know.
Guess who wanted to be a Yeti? Actually, to speak about that, there was a mishap in the insurance concept. He did register as a Yeti, and then as the season, he obviously got under the Serpents, but that we had to release him, and there was an issue, so they contacted the league because they couldn't do the proper channels on the computer because something was screwed up, and it was done right on on Chris's behalf and on my behalf. Everything was done right, but there was a glitch again. It happens, and Otto gave the call that it's good on his behalf. If it's good on my behalf, that he plays. And I'm like, yeah, the kid has traveled 3.5 hours. Watch him score the game winner. It'll piss me off, but it came down to letting him play or not. And I'm like, absolutely, he's a good kid. Let's play ball. So I was happy that he did play. I talked to him afterwards, and good kid. And it was a beautiful goal. There's another two former Yeti right there, Warner and Geddes. And I think Chris got his stick on that one. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. That was a young Yeti coming through and blocking him with that one.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love watching the young guys play. And honestly, we talked about it off the air before. When you bring in this many young guys, you usually don't expect to get wins right away if you're going to get them the time that they need to turn into those players, because you can simulate a lot in practice, but it's different when you're out there playing against a team like the Serpents or like the Spirits, these teams that have a lot of talent. And some of these guys, I mean, you've got guys that have played in that Can-Am League at the top level. You've got guys that have won President's Cups that have been all over the place with lacrosse playing for some of these teams.
Oh yeah. Oh absolutely. So cool. There's so much. The talent is incredible. Throughout the entire league. I mean, we got Hall of Famers.
I need to know though, is it Karam or Cram? Because I always want to call him Karam because there was some video and it was Karam. But I think it's. I've heard people say Karam. Yeah, so Karam. That was news to me because I always thought he was Karam. But anyways, either way, Tommy Karam, and I hope that Aunt Sue, who was watching in Florida, got to see this one because that was just a sweet little catch in.
Whoop. Snap. Yep.
And that's again. Oh, Leota.
Lightning
oh my goodness,
strikes.
He's been so.
He did well. As far as a great game, played composure until he didn't composure, and you gotta keep your mouth shut sometimes. That's all.
Yeah.
You learn.
You were a young kid once.
And you want to what? Yeah, but you got to learn this stuff. That's the mental part of the game. These young guys, that's how mental it is. You can't be, even, he wasn't swearing at the official, but when he went by,
he said something stupid.
Exactly. What the fuck?
But and it's funny that you say that too, because when you watch this play, you're like, oh, what a responsible play from him to pass the ball off. Yeah, instead of forcing the shot. And I mean, you've got him, Gonzo, and Karam up there. I was honestly though. So and just from him not playing as much last year, being down below, man, he was exciting to watch.
He wants to play. He's got dreams, man. Him and the Schultzky. He reminds me of Schultzky very much so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's stature and everything, but it's stature and the way they play.
That would have been cool. But the stature, the way they play, that running up and down the floor, 100%. That's
Slowly getting big and not big enough.
Well, no, but I mean, honestly, everybody knows what happened here. This is not Sully. You've got two defensive guys.
Look at that big foot. Look at that big foot dragging across the top of that line.
Oh, it's both feet are in the crease. That's fine.
I know.
I'm not even talking about that. But even with both feet in the crease, if I'm the coach, I'm more pissed off that nobody puts a fucking body on him.
Nobody put a body at all.
Kiefer, you are a big fucker that's supposed to hit him. Kiefer, lay him the fuck out. But you know what?
Yeah. It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
That, like I said, you get plays like that, but that's why, because you see the ball in the crease, you think as long as I can clutch it, then we don't have to worry about it. But it always goes back to me being a kid. If the rebound got picked up in front of the net, coach, that's your fault. If you didn't clear the front or eat that rebound. But Chuck, where does he get the speed from? Is what kills me. He doesn't look like he should be able to run this many times in a game up and down the floor.
Well, they're hungry.
Oh man, is it?
A goal scorer get the glory, don't they?
Yeah, he's been playing good D and getting up. Like I said, this was a great game for the Yeti. I can't wait to see what game 2 looks like when you guys play these guys. Now, did they end up with Hobart streaming? I know they were talking about it before they were going to have somebody stream. Has anybody streamed any of their games?
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Uh-huh.
I know as far as I think it's just us. Just us, Beecher.
Just us?
Just us.
Yeah, and so that's the save of the game for me at the end because what was this? 3 seconds left, and he pinches it in the arm.
Yeah. Got enough of it.
So close. And that's like so hard too, because if you keep going up with the shoulder, you're going to leave too much space. But Sully says, oh no, I don't think so. And nice little arm pinch there. So Sully Sullivan, or Shannon Sullivan, as I guess you would probably prefer to be called. Congratulations. That was I was impressed watching Sully. He had a great game, I think, for only 4 years, and this is really his first year full time coming in as a starter. Man,
first time coming in as a starter.
He's inspirational to people. You talk about being able to see a big guy like that get up the floor. I love it.
It's been a challenge for him, and you want to know what? He's been battling and battling and battling. Last year he had some leg. Just being a big guy, we big guys have leg issues sometimes, and working through.
I'm not a big guy, and I think I just went in for my potential hip replacement today, so it's not always big guys. It's just as we unfortunately get older and older, stuff happens.
Well, and once again, it's been his time to shine. He's stepped forward, and he's been playing awesome for us.
I just love
we got to play better defense, stop getting as many shots on him, and maybe better outcomes will come from it. So it's been solid. He's been solid.
So this weekend, let's talk. Let's get into it. Let's go. We've been doing this for 40 minutes already. I mean, let's get down to the brass tacks of it. Is the Spirits are coming. You guys need a win against the Spirits. It's that simple. You need to, if you guys want to make it out of this division, you got to be able to beat the Spirits. How do you get these young kids over this hump?
Get them to the Igloo. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to take anything away from his team. He's got a freaking loaded gun team. Is it going to be the same team that comes to Utica? I probably think not, because he knows that we're streaming, and he probably thinks that there's some somebody out there watching, filming, so that they can tape his team. So
Neil Powell has put it best to me. He said, because I asked him once if he minded if I made something public that he was doing, and he said, "This is how life should be. You should be able to tell them what you're doing and then go impose your will on them. And if you can't, then you're not good enough." I was just like, wow. And that's why you're a legend, sir. And there's other people that never will be because of, your it's a mentality.
They're coming to the Igloo. You want to know, it's a complete, totally different barn. Ours is heat. No heat.
No air conditioning. I bring a hoodie. Yeah. Like we literally walk in and we need hoodies and stuff. That is one thing that I don't care.
It's great for the players. It's a great players facility.
I haven't been to the Serpents home barn yet, but I know that what I've seen, you guys definitely have the nicest house in the division.
Well, we got it in the world.
I mean, obviously they're bringing those guys here for a reason.
It's coming here. The world's coming to, as is the NABLL, as is the what's that other league that's coming here? There's another championship that's coming to Utica. It's an incredible place.
Anybody who's got a lacrosse championship that you want to say is world or international, you want to be in Utica this year. I left this up, so if anybody doesn't watch any of this, we do a NABLL show where we get to talk to some of the GMs. It'll kind of introduce guys to some new teams. We're trying to get through some the different GMs and talk to some guys. It's been awesome. You're going to get a TikTok bait about you guys now.
I don't give a shit. You want to know what? It's a game. You want to know what? Life goes on. We woke up on Sunday. You want to know what happened? We got up. We had smiles on our faces, and we're going to play again.
Absolutely.
That's what
I mean, honestly, though.
That is the medicine.
And
everybody wants to win. You want to know what? I've taken bigger beaters. And you want to know what? Greg Beecher, you were probably on the gosh darn teams that we had bigger, worse ass. You want to know what?
We lost to Herkimer like 30-something to 4. Yeah, whatever the hell it was.
Did you play your heart out?
Oh, yeah.
Did you play your heart out? And you want to know what? How'd you feel after?
I learned a lot of that.
Look where you are now, Greg Beecher. You're still doing what you love to do. That's the medicine. That's what it's all about. I could give a shit. You want to know what? Load your team up with whatever. Let's see if you bring the whole. Are they going to travel? Is the family traveling, or is this the different family that's going to come? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I know one thing: the same family that went up there and healthy scratches went up there. They're going to all still be the same people that are in our locker room.
Gauntlet laid. All right. We're ending it on that. Everybody tune in this week to Yeti Nation. We're going to go through the sponsors one more time. I'm going to read them for you. Thanks, everybody, so much for tuning in. We love having it. Paul Noecker, we will see you Friday.
Friday night at the Nexus Center. Get there early, 6:15. Hayden McMonagle is going to be jamming pregame. Stay for the victory party afterwards because he's going to be playing at the postgame too.
Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, friend of the Utica Yeti, the B-Dry system. Water in your basement, get a hold of Brandon Davis. B-Dry, left-handed or right-handed, he will fix it. Russ at Family Landscaping. This is the Leota family. Get a hold of Russ and make your neighbors green with envy. Bag Square, you want authentic German food and authentic German beer? Get down to Bag Square Brewing Company. And Utica's finest barbershop. Get on Booksy, hook up with Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach and make your appointment now. Dura and Tegre. If you are building a house, doing big septic, pool, pub, anything like that, get a hold of them. The Utica Club Lounge. We will be there Friday, 6:15, doors open. Get there and watch the band. Fay Farms. Who's got the beef? Fay Farms have the beef. They also got Frisbees. Get your Frisbee for the intermission. Master Vito Honda. You need a new car? Get over to Master Vito. They will take care of you. They'll make a sweet post, make you feel like a rock star. Brand Y Distillery. We're drinking it now. It's absolutely amazing. Check them out. Jimbo, Brand Y. Utica Mac Incorporated. Just like a lot of the Yeti coming down, you better get out of Utica Mac's way when you see him heading your way. CRM Rental Management Incorporated. Commercial, residential management. Robert A. Dix Insurance Agency. Liability or any type of insurance you need, get a hold of Bobby Dix. Rome Sign and Display Company. All those amazing banners that we have at the Igloo are all made by Rome Sign. Liberty Affordable Housing Incorporated. Get a hold of Liberty and check them out. And Eric Kiefer, thank you for all that you do. Everybody in the Yeti family, we appreciate you. And